Hi, Nikki here from Purple Patch Fishing. Well, today I'm fishing on the Glenelg River. We've come upstream and we're targeting those finicky bream. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, come along with me while I try and work these little bream out. I've been fishing the snags. This is a prime example of what I've been fishing. So you've got a fallen down tree, you've got leaves that are decaying underneath, it creates a food source. So there's bound to be at least one bream in here. I can see all those snags. I'll go back in there again. Just let that sink. As I can see, I might get snagged again because there's branches everywhere, but it's an ideal, it's where they live, it's where they eat. So if you're not getting snagged, you won't be catching the fish either. And it's if you get one on, you've got to get it out quickly and so you don't get snagged. It doesn't do you on the logs. I'm constantly looking in the water for, I can see the snags. I haven't got my polarized sunnies on at the moment, but I can still see them. But there's a log coming out there. Oh, I'm on. That was just sitting on the bottom. I thought, oh, I'm snagged again. Oh, they've got so much fight in them. They're great. Oh, I'm using my duff rod, which you've probably seen my review on it. God, it bites these fish well. Oh, come on, little one. Oh. Oh, perfect. Oh, that was cool. That was so cool. He was just sitting on the bottom there. Lifted, thought, oh, I'm snagged again. Nope, it was a fish. Well, prime example of what we've been catching today. Mid-30s, but oh, it went straight in between those reeds and the tree was a real fork, and I just left it. Sat it there, lifted, let it drop, turned around, bam, oh, we're on. Well, let's put this back and catch another one. I see a really nice snag over there. Loving this place this morning. That's the lure that's doing the damage for me today. It's a Jigman jig head all-rounder in the 1/16 ounce. The lure is a Hurricane Sprat 65 in my new favourite colour, Super Oil. It's two-toned and absolutely smacking it. It's amazing, the peace and quiet. It's fantastic. It's winter. It is cold. I think I've got 5 layers of clothes on. But because there's no wind, it makes it much better. And so up ahead we've got another gum tree coming out, or there's a couple, there's more reeds. So I'm thinking if I get in the back of that, where the tree just comes out over the water, and I reckon there's got to be a bream in there. There's another tree sitting out up there. I reckon that's that'll have a fish on it. But this smaller snag just here on the way, well, we'll have to give that a go as well, hey? Sometimes I like to cast a little bit further out and sort of just work my way in a little bit with the lure. The fish will see it and come out to it if it's having a good old feed. So once I've got my lure out sort of halfway back to the boat, I've actually just bring it back in because the fish have been fairly close to the bank. That was a good cast, so I was happy with that one. Will it produce the goods? When I'm doing that first lift, I'm doing it really, really gently, and the next lift really just in case there's sort of sticks there, which there is. That's all right. Go in and get it. When we just slowly go in and get over, I can see the leader, so I know it's not deep. So it means I can get my rod tip down and get it out. Sometimes a little jiggle's all you need, but see the branch there. It's off. The motor's in reverse, ready to get us out before we get stuck on a snag. So because I just got my hook snagged, I'm just feeling the line all the way down to make sure there's no little nicks in there, because if it's rubbing on a stick, I can get a bit of a nick there, and I'm the only nick I want on this boat. No nicks in my line. So we might just scoot up to this tree and have a go at it. I will, put in a couple of casts on the way though, because you never know. The fish aren't just under the snags, they're along these reeds as well. I don't like to cast sort of too far in front in this snaggy country. I find that if you're sort of more parallel bringing the lure out, you go to snag less. We have been using, because we were getting a bit snagged, we went over to use weedless setup, but we actually have been, our hookup rate has dropped immensely. The way these fish are picking up the lure without necessarily seeing the bites, you're sort of lifting gently and then thinking, oh, I'm snagged, and then you're lifting and they're on, so you're not getting to set that hook properly. So we've gone back to just a traditional style. It does mean we sometimes have to get more hooks out and go right in, but cast into those reeds, let it sink. Not a bad one actually, it's alright. I didn't actually expect to catch one in there because we just dropped one in there. But it worked! Yay! Yeah. Nice little low 30s one. Oh man, this has been amazing fishing. Interesting when you get close into the reeds, you can actually see there's quite a cover, like falling down the water, so it creates a bit of a shelf. Oh, here's a better one. Come on. Oh dear. He's not huge. They're just so angry. I suppose because they're living in a river, they've got to use their muscles a lot. Once I get his head up, he'll be right. He's got to get the head up. Oh, actually, he's all right. They're solid and fat. That's a lot bigger than I thought. And he's taken that lure right down his gob. That'll be a retie. Oh, here's a solid fish. Don't misbehave. Actually, he's quite a chunky fish. Good size. We're looking at mid to high 30s on that one. Wouldn't mind him if I caught him in a Vic Bream comp. All right, let's get your bit, mate. Oh, off he goes. That was really cool. So as I was saying, the reeds are actually there's a layer right next to it, and by casting sort of about a foot out from them, the lure is dropping down past that little shelf, that cover, and I let it sit, and that was, just lift. Oh yeah, I was on. Love it. Get back in closer. That's better. Hit. Oh! Come on. Just allow it to sink its head in the bottom again. Just let it sit. See if he'll come after it. There we. Oh. Bugger. He came back a couple of times. Alright, let's try it again. It's really just on the edge of those reeds, letting it sink. Letting it hit the bottom and just wait. Again, just straight off the edge of those reeds. I love the sound of that drag, and it's fairly well locked up drag too. They're just so strong. It's a good sized fish though. They're really quite round, aren't they? And they're quite wide from here to here, like the look at it pinned in the top of the lip. But they're quite chunky and quite broad here as well. Good looking healthy fish. Again, that's a really nice solid fish. Love it, love it, love it. Such a beautiful solid fish. Let's put him back. We'll catch another one. Off like a shot. There's a saying in bream fishing that if you think you're going too slow, slow it down. It's, especially in winter when it's cold, the water's cold, they're more lethargic, and you're in conditions where you can keep it nice and slow. I think you're at an advantage. Because let's face it, when you're bream fishing, you need all the advantage you can get. If the camera can pick up, there's quite a lot of reeds lying on top of the water here, which is what that shelf, that cover. So that's why I just want to get right on the edge of them. Let the lure fall down past them, and if there's a bream sitting underneath there, I'll see it and run out and get it. Like that. Oh! Come back. Come on. Oh, you bugger. There he is. He was right in underneath. I could see him underneath those reeds. Oh, he's a good one too. Ooh. Oh, that's another good solid fish. Wow. Head's out. He was literally underneath those reeds that were lying on the water. I got it right on the edge and it fell down and just bang. Oh man, that is so cool. It's interesting how much I'm learning from doing this. Putting the lure back into the same spot, doing it over and over again. I've really learnt a lot about that style of fishing, but this place and fishing this place. I'm a bit excited. Check out this. That's 42 centimetres to the tip, that one. That's a really good bream for this system. I almost feel like I'm back in Gippsland. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Watching me all splash off in a tick. Wow, that's a huge bream for here. Well, check out this beauty. I've had a cracking session throwing soft plastics in along these reeds. Absolutely amazing. I'll catch you next time on the water.